Wonderful. Excellent. Wonderful. It comes in like this. Right. Now we are over to perfect.
Mostly by the women, they bring the items, they scale them, they have the scale to know the volume of what they're bringing.
So how do they, so the thing is, they bring it voluntarily or they come with it in the form of marketing, right? So they don't do it away. So you guys have created a system where
Yes, once they bring it, we scale it, then we give them cash.
Excellent. So in which 1 kilogram?
One kilogram is a 16 naira.
Right.
Then, but last week we tried to do like a promo to encourage more people. So we have to move the price up to 100 naira, and we got over a ton. That just a single day that we increased the price.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
see everybody going around picking, making sure no plastic around. So once they bring, they get cash on the ton, and with that cash, they're able to pay their children's school fees. Excellent. Some are able to pay for their eggs and pay for their rents and other stuff.
Excellent.
They
So
also engage some of them that work here, that do the sorting.
right.
Once the plastic comes, they remove the cover, they remove the label, they have the machine that compares it.
Okay, we'll get to the machine part. So this is like how many? Is it up to a ton here?
This should be like less than what you have here, should be less than 500 kg because it's more.
All
The whole
right.
place was kilo, but they work every day.
Okay.
So and these are some of the women that work there.
Yes.
Recently we got a tricycle.
No,
so
good.
we also,
Yeah, I want us to go like this.
yeah,
that
so
everybody can really
okay.
understand.
So once the item come,
Right.
we come there, we weigh, then put them here.
So maybe just to start, to introduce yourself, and
Okay.
then and the name of what you do, so that
Okay.
at least somebody listening can understand exactly what is happening.
So my name is Taiwo Adewale. I'm the managing director of Waste Exchange. So this is Waste Exchange.
Waste exchange,
Waste
like
Exchange.
stock exchange market, yeah, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Good.
this is a community recycling center. I know this is a coastal area. A lot of plastic are going into the ocean, and there's a prediction that by the 2050 they have more plastic in the
Correct.
ocean. So that's why we
Ocean
came to
plastic.
the community to make sure it doesn't get to that stage. So people bring them and they exchange for cash in return. So it's cash. And we recently we did a program, you can see written on that, trash for cash.
Trash
So
for cash.
yeah, you bring your trash, you get cash in return.
Excellent. Actually, for those of you who are listening, Mr. Tao is here with his team, and he's based in Lagos. And this is where you are going to see today that plastic is wealth, and waste is wealth. It's a resource. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back. So what I want just to
We collect plastic, we collect nylon, we collect
Okay.
carton, we collect glass. we
oh,
collect
glass as well.
the glass
So
and
those who drink
aluminum.
beer,
Yes,
can
as
bring
you go
their
around,
bottles
you
here.
see
Yes.
some of them around.
Okay, excellent. Let's move around.
So once we collect, we do sorting, we have bags, we sort them, you can see different color. These are green and brown because we need to separate them according to color.
Right.
So
So the plastics are separated according to color. Why?
Color.
Why do you do so? Why?
yeah, because they have different value. The white and blue has higher market value than the blue, the black, or the brown. So that's why you have to separate them. So there's more demand for the clear bottle than this. So that's why I see a lot of this. And if you look at what we have here, we don't have any green or brown bale, but this is one that has market value. That's why more attention.
So, explain about this. So what is happening here? Pictures
So,
and photos, right?
Now,
Videos.
from this now you can see what I have here. The cover has been removed, the label has been removed.
Oh, okay. This
And if
one.
you look at most of the bottles, they are very clean because they are coming directly from household. So we try to encourage people from household to separate. So before I get to the gutter, before I get to the drain and so on, that's why I can see the bottle is clean. So we encourage people to separate and can see everything is clean. So this cover has been removed, the label has been removed.
So who does this? So
Now we have women, we are
Okay.
going to meet some of
Okay,
them
yeah,
now.
okay.
So they do the
Right.
sorting. And if you look at here, we just got a brand new generator. Because like I said, we are trying to establish, let me see. By Coca-Cola. Right. So after that, I want us to feedback some of these items. And they saw what we are doing now. You guys are doing great. We are helping them to clear the environment. So that's why they gave us this brand new generator. They're also giving us additional machine that we're going to use to compress.
does the generator use solar or
For now,
okay.
for now.
Yes, I hope they will produce one that uses solar.
Exactly. So
Yes, for clean energy.
there's a program called Empowering Collector Initiative. So because we're a collector, so that's why they
Spread
supported-
wealth, not waste.
Exactly.
I like that. Yes.
So that was why they gave us this. So there's a new machine we are bringing in that are going to install here. So once we install them, that's when we plug in the generator. So you can see that these are ready for market.
Right.
So we have company that buy this. What do they do? Once they buy this from us, they take to their factory to produce new bottle. They call it bottle to bottle. Then there's another company that buy. They produce polyester fiber for making shirts,
Right.
for making pillow, for making mattress.
From plastic.
From plastics.
Wow, that's really, really excellent.
So these
So
are
to
raw
package
materials for the
this, so
industry.
the women package this,
Yeah,
and this is
yeah,
also
women-
an opportunity to create jobs for them.
Exactly.
And the community bring the plastics here
And they get paid.
and they get paid.
Exactly.
So this is a plastic stock exchange in Lagos.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are going to hear more. We'll be right back.
Exchange.
Yeah, West Exchange. In Lagos, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said, this is the machine that do all the work.
Ah, okay.
Once we bring them
So the machine
That will speak
compresses to
so the machine compress to have what you can see there.
right, right. So it form that square.
That's the-
Oh, okay, like this, huh?
Like this.
All right, okay.
Press the screen and then they put this screen. Yeah. So the machine compress. So this same machine. Yeah.
So when it compresses this, so this gets
Then you
marketed,
put it-
right?
Yeah.
You market. So how much of this one? What is the ton? Is it up to a ton or?
No, it's in kg. Each of this, the capacity of this machine is 100 kg. So the new one we want to install is going to do about 400 kg at a go, but this is for 100 kg at a go.
Okay.
So this same machine compresses the plastic, the nylon, the aluminium, and and carton. So this same machine does not only plastic.
Let me hard.
Right.
This maximize the space.
All right.
Because
Okay.
you see, this now is having 100 kg
Right.
in a cube form. Imagine you lose 100 kg of plastic bottle on the floor. It's going to occupy
The
a
whole
lot of
space.
space.
Yes. Right.
So when you have it in this form,
And it's also easy for transportation.
Exactly. So it's about 5 or 6 of this bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can
5
see.
or 6 of these bags.
Yes.
And that is about 100 kg.
Yes. So you can see that the machine has compressed, so you have enough space.
exactly.
Photos and videos. Yes.
So you have
Excellent,
enough space.
excellent. So I just want to ask a very quick question here. So how much do you market this 100 kg?
The market price, like you said, West Exchange, sometimes
Right.
the price go up before. So presently it's around between 200 to 240.
Right. Why I'm asking this is because you already know this, right? There's going to be more plastic in the oceans
Yeah.
than even fish.
Yes.
And in March 2022, so just a couple of months back, the United Nations Environment Assembly
Okay.
adopted a resolution
Okay.
to create a legal framework, a legal binding agreement
Okay.
to ensure that at least every country can be able to engage in plastic, not just from the perspective of recycling, but also from the perspective of creating opportunities so that at least plastic become an opportunity and doesn't end up in ocean. So what you are doing here is actually a big showcase of waste to wealth, but at the same time an opportunity that we can start taking plastic as a way in creating jobs for others. And so this is, so I just want to commend this great work that you are showcasing here. I know that we'll go to discuss how it's benefiting the women, but I wanted to say this, that so it means that when that agreement will come into full force, because it's currently being negotiated now by over 195 countries, and it will mean that when countries now will be domesticating that within their national laws, this kind of work will really become very excellent practical example on how plastic from the source to how it is recycled or to how it is processed to other alternatives, whether it is apparel like you were saying, or to plastic tiles or to any other form. You can now then be able to really occupy a space within an incentive,
ecosystem.
the ecosystem. So this is excellent work that you are doing. So what I wanted to ask before we move down there is, what is the national government and the local, and the state government doing when it comes to plastic in terms of incentives? So you are doing this work, the Ministry of Environment and the Commissioner of Environment, right? Do they know about this?
Yes, then even before we set up this place, you need to get a permit. So there's
right.
a permit for the government that, okay, we are assigning to this area, to these localities, handle all their recyclables, engage women, engage the
Right.
community. So,
So there is a policy
Yes.
that supports this.
Yes, like in Lagos State,
Right.
like in Lagos State where West Exchange is located,
Right.
there is a recycling initiative
Oh, that is
that
good.
is powered by Lagos State Waste Management Authority. And Waste Exchange is a strong member of our association,
Oh, that's great.
Lagos Recyclers Association, which is the Lagos Recycling Initiative is 3 years, was 3 years in September this year.
Wow.
Which is encouraging households, businesses to separate their waste at source, and then we can get the recyclables to places like Waste Exchange.
Excellent.
And they convert it to resources, and empowerment of the youth and the women is part of it. So we are looking at an holistic approach within the waste recycling ecosystem.
I really like this. I think other countries need to come and learn from you guys here, because you see one of the big aspects that you mentioned, and I know we're going to talk when we get down to engage the women there, is that youth unemployment is a big issue. And to create jobs for the youth, government is not going to provide all the jobs. They cannot provide. There's no government in the world that does that. But it is private initiatives like this that actually to be able to create those jobs. Because I was reading, Lagos produces 2,000 tons of plastic every day. And then the entire country produces 500,000 tons of plastic. And 1 ton of plastic can actually generate $500. So if you multiply by 500,000, you're talking 250,000, million US dollars into the economy. So this is an opportunity for driving the economy and for creating jobs. And I think so what I'm just trying to say here is that so the job initiative for both the state and the nation needs actually to put plastic recycling and
It has to be on the front
on the front
of discussion.
Yeah, so this is really good. So let's hear what the women are doing.
Okay.
Glad to see you now. So what do you do?
So these are the women that work with, as you can see now.
Uh-huh.
Once the material come in, so some of them bring in the material. Once they bring in the material, they get paid for that. After bringing the sit down again to sell, they get paid again.
Oh, that is excellent. That is double income.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
So you can see what they do. Once the material comes in, they move the label, they move the cover. You can see they are very nice, but they are coming directly from household. So that's why it's easier for them. And the recyclable, it doesn't smell. It's not like organic that smells. So that's why they're comfortable. Then we also have this 3-bedroom accommodation for them. Those that want to sleep.
Okay, and continue to work.
Exactly.
This is
Then
excellent.
recently we done that tricycle, which we do so that you save them cost of transportation bringing down. Don't worry, you come to you and pay for me. So that you can have more money in your pocket instead of spending everything on transportation.
Wow, this is wonderful.
So these are the women. So you can yeah, so we have partnership with the Netherlands company, we call it African Collect Textile.
Right.
So you can see, sorry, you can see that this is for textile and footwear. So if you have clothes that you're not using anymore,
okay.
you have shoes you're not using anymore, you can bring them here and drop. So they come to collect them, then they take them to Netherlands, whereby they shred them, then they use them in making rug and other materials.
Well, this is wonderful. Madam, how you doing?
Fine, sir.
So you feel just for 1 minute explain what you do for you and how you don't have benefit to now. So what will be your name? You start to talk your
My
name.
name is Emily Ezoka.
Emily.
I'm from Oka South.
Uh-huh.
I do this sorting work at times to gain small money in a month and solve my problem, and because of transportation from normal work,
Yes.
I normally do this sort. And they help us a lot. They provide houses, they provide accommodation and bedroom and toilet for us. And our manager is trying for us. And so we writing the works that we are doing. They are trying for us.
Oh, that is good. That is good. So if you want send message for other mamidem where the day for good Nigeria and for Africa, where do you go talk? Say plastic. The fee do for make money out of plastic.
Out of price.
Plastic is not well.
Excellent, excellent,
My women
Yes.
to join us
Wonderful.
in doing this work
Yes.
because cans now waste bin is money.
Yes.
We do it, it gives us money
Yes.
and it keeps us busy so that we will be able to take care of our children and our little ones and grandchildren.
Yes.
We appreciate our manager, our secretary, and our madam. We are so happy because we thank them and we thank the company for helping us. At least those that are less privileged, we can get small chop for ourselves. So God will bless you. Baby.
Amen, amen. So what will be your name?
My name is Blessing Callistus.
Oh, you are blessed.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
So for young people, then where they watch una now, where una they do this work, una don't say this one no be waste na wealth. So it bring money, it give money where you feel buy anything where you want buy and for house. So for young people, then where they for out there where they say they no want dirty their hands.
No.
Wait till you fit tell them.
I'm advising them to come and join us. Because this is wealth itself. Because by the time they will be sorting these accounts, they will know the benefits, and it will keep them busy, not to wonder about. Yeah.
Una the hear no? They go keep them busy, not to wonder about.
Not to waka all about.
Yeah, to waka. That
At
is
least,
good.
even if till the time maybe the one that they needed, the job that they needed most for them as young ones, they can achieve it even through here.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you very much. 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 I think for those of you who are watching, we are at West Exchange in Lagos, and you can see our amazing mothers here who are enjoying working in turning waste to opportunity. You can see them explaining that young people should come and join them because that's the only way to go. And that's the way you can make money, and that's the way you can solve the problems of the environment, so that this plastic doesn't end up in an ocean and kill fish and other aquatic life. And as you've heard, Mr. Tao, he is the person who is leading this place, right, with his team right here. And he has said that they are not only recycling plastic, they are recycling any other waste. But I would like to hear from you now. We've heard from our amazing mothers who are enjoying, you can see from their faces. If you were to tell the youth to join this and be part of it, what would you tell them? What would you say?
Yeah,
because some of them out there, as we've heard from our mothers, say, let them not just be walking around and complaining. Let them start to do something. Where do you go talk?
Now, what I will tell them is that this is real life practical. When you talk about waste to wealth, people read about it, pray about it, but this is the practical aspect of waste to wealth. People can really come here and say that yes, truly waste is well, and the advice I always give people is that don't waste your waste.
Don't waste
Your waste.
I like that.
Waste
I
are
like that.
resources.
Yes.
So you don't need to waste them. You see your plastic, your aluminum, even your organic waste. From your organic waste can generate power, it can generate fertilizer for agriculture and so on.
Yes.
So there's really wealth in waste. So
Wonderful.
this is an opportunity for people. I don't see why people complain, I don't have work, I don't have love, I don't have money. But every day you walk past this plastic, which is money.
Don't waste
Your waste.
Don't waste your waste. Mr. Femi, where do you go talk now?
Well, I want to add and advise the youth.
Yes.
In the waste to wealth ecosystem, there is different value chain. Let them not think it's only our mother's sorting.
Right.
Even
right.
apart from the sorting, we've gone to the machine. They can become machine operators. They can become agents to even bring the waste in.
In the value chain.
Yeah, there is a lot to be done in the waste recycling space. So they need to come in and get the practical knowledge.
Excellent.
And like our mother said, enough of wondering about, enough of complaining. And like you said earlier on, government all over the world don't produce all the jobs.
That's true.
The private sector-led industry is the best to grow our economy. So the youths needs to come into this space.
I mean,
Thank you very much.
this is wonderful. This is really excellent. And before we take a group photo as we sing the wonderful song that I heard our mothers already singing here, what Mr. Femi is saying here is, you cannot be able to transform and create opportunities when you don't leverage what you think is not useful, which is very useful, and that is waste. Yes. And again, you said don't waste your waste. Don't waste your waste. Yes. So what I just want to ask is, you need incentives. As the private sector, you need an enabling environment. And from what you are explaining, the government is already doing excellent, the state government is doing excellent. But if there was one extra thing you would want to ask to create more enabling environment, like I said, the legally binding plastic agreement, governments are negotiating it now, and they're going to provide more opportunities in terms of incentives. But now if you were to ask something to be done so that at least more opportunities can be created and you expand even beyond Lagos, right? What would you say? Not only, this question is not just for Nigeria, it's also for people who are listening across the continent and even the world. Because from what you are doing here, I think this is very unique. It's a waste exchange. People will get into waste, but before they reach this kind of approach we are doing, because we are creating opportunities for people who bring their waste. They don't even need to learn to recycle. They'll get money. When they want to be part of the value chain, they make more money. So you are creating double now. You create opportunity. So where do you fit up?
Yeah, so the first thing is enabling environment, the infrastructure. Like I told you, when it comes to logistics, movement of these items and so on. So first, the government needs to make sure there's an enabling environment. Then policy implementation, we have fantastic policy, but when it comes to implementation, there's always a problem. Then they find out that even in time of awareness, not many people are aware. That's why we work on this road now. Despite the fact that we are here, before you walk a kilometer, you see the plastic everywhere. There's not enough awareness, so the government needs to do a lot on awareness. Then even the producer, we don't just produce and let people consume. The producer too need to take responsibility. They need to make sure I'm producing this item. Once people drink, what happened to the bottle? So there should be a kind of collaboration between the collector, the producer. I gave a good example of what Coca-Cola did. That, okay, you see what you can do. Let's empower your kids, take this little infrastructure and work with it. So we need more of this.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Before I go to the last question, I want to ask this, right? You see, the Lagos Stock Exchange is actually one of the most powerful stock exchanges, I think, in the entire Africa. Before we talk of Joburg Stock Exchange and others, Nairobi Stock Exchange, but Lagos Stock. So to what extent do you think this can start trading, like, of course, a product in the Lagos Stock Exchange? Have you guys tried to think through that so that people can invest in the West, right? And then it actually starts trading in the stock exchange. Any idea around that? I mean, as you're talking, I'm just thinking.
Yes, we actually, as an association, you know, we have different companies in Lagos, within the recycling value chain.
Right.
So there's on-the-ground work going on, looking at what you said. But what we need to first do is to organize ourselves, which we are doing, and engaging every stakeholders along the value chain. And in that, we will have to have what we call the price index.
Right.
Once we get the price index right, then before you know it, you begin to see waste recyclers on the stock.
I like that. I mean, this is going to be a game changer. And now, in 2 days, COP27 starts. So for those who are listening, COP is Conference of Parties that bring all the countries together to discuss climate change issues. So it's happening in Egypt, in Sharm el-Sheikh. And one of the discussions is how do we lower emissions? And how do we ensure that at least we can be able to adapt to climate change? But let's talk emissions now. Okay. These plastics in most places and countries are ending up in landfills. And the fact that plastic takes a very long time to biodegrade, because it's not a biodegradable resource, and at the same time it ends up resulting into emissions and chemicals and getting to our oceans and destroying. This is part of the solution to climate change, because you are not only creating jobs, but you end up recycling the plastic into different forms that do not end up in landfills to pollute and mess up our environment. And there is the big discussion now on carbon markets. So this is potentially going to be the kind of opportunities that the world will be looking at, investors elsewhere will be looking at, and so you guys are on the right footing. So I just wanted to say you are the solutions that they will be discussing as if they don't exist sometime, but when the solutions are here. Now the last part is, there is a youth in Sokoto who is watching this and has given up and think that they don't have any opportunity. But as they say, you go to Sokoto to look for something in Sokoto and it is actually in your Sokoto, right? What would you say to a youth who is disenfranchised, have no opportunity, sitting elsewhere, whether in Sokoto or Oyo State or Ogun State, that they should do to be part of this value chain of plastic? I'll start with Femi, then I go to Tao. Okay. Well, you want to say something, please? I will come to you. Yes.
Okay. What I would say to the youths of Nigeria or Africa or global youths, wherever you are, there's an opportunity.
I like that.
And you must maximize that opportunity. And let me now lower it down to waste management, to recycling. You generate, if you want to go into this value chain, start with the waste you generate. When you generate waste and you don't trash it, the recyclables one, you keep it, you begin to get value from it. And before you know it, you affect the next person to you. Before you know it, you start a business. That is what you do. Do not waste the opportunity where you are. Take full advantage of it.
Did you hear that? Do not waste the opportunity where you are, and do not waste your waste, as they say. Yes, Mr. Tago.
Yeah, so like I said, the youth in the past they used to say youth are the future leaders, but the future is now. You don't have to wait. So the future is now, and so that's why we need to take advantage of the opportunity now. And you can see things are changing. In the past, we used to make use of glass, but now plastic is replacing glass. But now the plastic replacing glass is giving us problems. So as a youth, we need to bring in our innovation. We need to bring in idea. What innovation, what idea can I bring? Like I told you that with this plastic, like produce pesticide, we produce mattress, we produce new bottle. Wonderful. So these are raw materials. So
you can even use it in building.
Exactly. So there's less pressure on virgin product. Let the virgin product remain on the ground while we make use of what is presently available. And like you know, in Lagos State, 2,250 tons of plastic every single day. Where did they end up? And the collection rate is just like 30%, which means they see a gap of 70% for the youths to take advantage of.
So jobs are waiting for young people as they complain. Exactly. What do you say?
Yeah,
so your name first.
My name is Joseph, and I'm also a recycler.
Oh, wonderful.
I know they've covered a whole lot of what they've said so far, but it's also an aspect I want the youth to also look at.
Yes.
Technology is the in thing right now.
Right.
So in waste management, technology has a space there. It has its own place. You know, the machines, you have people managing, you need engineers to work on those machines.
Yes.
You need engineers to learn how to operate those machines. Our able doctor also mentioned that on those machines you need operators. Those are also needed. ICT, you need technology, you need to be able to create awareness. This video going out there is still a job for a youth out there. You have to create this awareness. The tricycle there needs someone to ride it. These machines need people to mount it. We need technology, creating those awareness out there, making it publicized. And you need apps. Lagos State is doing something on that aspect already. We'll go from house to house to pick up this waste. They order the app from their phones and tell you they have waste recycling from your doorstep. Then we go to your doorstep to pick these things. So the opportunity is broad. We can't cover it all.
I mean, this is I'm getting excited and I'm really enjoying this because you see, like Doc said, right? Before I get back to what Joseph is saying and Dr. Sir was saying, there is an association of waste recyclers, which means even if you start small and you're part of that association, then you can operate at a bigger economy of scale. Then it means there should be no reason for anybody to say, I don't have a space, I don't have, and you are saying waste is only not even up to 30% is collected, and not even up to 12% is recycled. So there is big opportunity. And then Joseph is saying, you must not even only be part of waste through the wastelands, but you can be part of waste through the value chain technologies, fixing the machine, learning how to even drive the tricycle and be part of it, develop apps, pick videos like this, share. And so now, how can a young person who is listening and really enjoying this say, okay, now I want to come to Waste Exchange now. What does he or she need to do to be part of this? Say, I want to come learn my skill here. Maybe work with you or go and start to do something somewhere. What would you say?
What I would say is, like Dr. Munan knows very clearly that volunteerism.
I like that. You touch it. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Youth volunteerism is very key. Because people like us, myself, I started as a volunteer in the waste management sector some 20 years back. Right. And today, I have a waste management company, and I'm the president of Lagos Recyclers Association. Wow. So you can imagine what I started as a volunteer. Wow. So I would say for youth, volunteer for any recycler, waste exchange, or any recycling company. And I can tell you, we are going to hold your hand all the way to the top. We have what we call mentorship as well within the association. So you can come in as a startup, and before you know it, you are in the big pool.
Well, I think this is the biggest opportunity. That when you see, you say, I don't know a place for go, I don't know no one. Today you know someone, right? You know people who are already doing it and they're offering you to come and volunteer, because if you don't volunteer for something useful, you volunteer for something useless. But the good news is you have a space that you can come and join, because you need to voluntarily volunteer yourself, build a skill and become valuable, because then if you can offer value, money go come now, money go to fly, they come in. So if you take photo with everybody.
Waste to waste. And finally again, don't waste your waste.
Don't waste your waste. Yes, Joseph?
Waste is wealth.
Waste is wealth. Yes, Doc?
I would say waste as a resource and not a problem.
but you need to introduce yourself formally. Tao did, Joseph did.
Okay, my name is Dr. Femi Idowu Adegoke. I am the co-founder of Eco-Release Environmental Technology and the president of Lagos Recyclers Association.
Wonderful. Excellent. I'm Richard Munang, and I'm the Deputy Regional Director of the United Nations Environment Program Africa. It's been an amazing, amazing morning here in Lagos at the Waste Exchange Recycling Facility. As you can see, from plastic waste to the machines that are compressing, right down to our mothers here who are enjoying this work. They have told it all, they've said it all, right? That waste is wealth, and don't waste your waste. Thank you very much, and please follow the Waste Exchange Recycling Initiative, and follow Dr. Femi on Twitter, follow Tao on Twitter, Joseph, you're also on Twitter, right? And spread the word. So there is no excuse to say that we don't have jobs. The jobs are with us, and we have to leverage on them. Thank you very much. Good. Now let's take photos and yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we will use them like background. You see how God is amazing, right? By the time we're finishing, now the rain is coming. Isn't this later?
You said that? Okay. Ẹ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀. I'm just trying to guys.
Hey, wonderful.
$1 apẹ gbogbo èèyàn kọ́ wá sí Waste Exchange kọ́ wá bá a ṣiṣẹ́ ké ẹni bá ṣe ké owó ló máa rí kò dúró.
Wonderful. Thank you. Excellent. Good.
What do you want to tell them? I want them to.
Thank you.